This is another trailer I am late to the party on. I just filmed a reaction to the other one, which was Guardians of the Galaxy 3. This is for Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny. For about the same reason that I initially wasn't super excited about Guardians 3, I just didn't check out the trailer when it became available. I know there was buzz about it, and I'm going into this with really not much optimism at all, but let's just see what it looks like and talk about it some more after.
I miss the desert. I miss the sea.
Is that supposed to be really old, Indy? Talking?
And I miss waking up every morning, wondering what wonderful adventure the new day will bring to us.
That doesn't...
Those days have come and gone.
Was him. Okay.
Perhaps.
I wondered if that
Perhaps
was...
not.
I wondered if that was him at first.
I don't believe in magic. But a few times in my life, I've seen things.
That particular scene where they took the mask off of, or the bag off of his head, his face, I saw an interview where he was saying that that was actually repurposed footage from his previous years as Indy. So I wonder how much of that took place where they just took repurposed facial features of him when he was younger. Okay, here we go.
In my life, I've seen things. Things I can't explain.
Is that Antonio Banderas?
And I've come to believe it's not so much what you believe. It's how hard you believe it.
I look like the Millennium Falcon.
Who is this man?
I'm her godfather.
Related.
Get back.
Here, that's not gonna do much good. Okay, one of my main areas of concern as far as this movie, well, there's a couple areas of concern. One is the chick who's playing with him. I've heard stuff that makes me worry. And another thing is just because of the pattern of well-loved franchises and characters being completely crapped on by the modern writers and studios that give us like rebooted or new versions or sequels or whatever. In recent memory, the only one I can think of that didn't happen to is Top Gun Maverick. But it's happened to so many. I'm heading into this movie with a great sense of trepidation. Now, the trailer's not giving us a whole lot to go on. It's good that they're not telling us too much, and it wasn't overly long. And they've given us enough to make us interested. I mean, I'm more interested than I was before. This was also one of the films that was just kind of on my meh list as far as most anticipated for 2023. I was even mentally, rehearsing sort of what I was going to say or thinking about what I was going to say in that video whenever I get around to filming it, that this movie wasn't even making my list. This hasn't really convinced me that it's going to make my list yet for most anticipated. I'll stew on it a little bit longer. But yeah, I mean, I'm not exactly sure what time frame this is supposed to take place in. The 60s, maybe? Some of the scenes look like they might have been from the 60s. And from what I understand, this is going to be time travel. I don't necessarily have a problem with the time travel aspect because I like time travel stuff, but I was pretty disappointed with the previous Indiana Jones that came out in 2008, The Kingdom of the Crystal Skull. And so because of the pattern of terrible writing and terrible casting that so many of these films have engaged in, I just don't know. I mean, I'm a little more interested to see it than I was, but I'm not necessarily more optimistic. So I guess we'll just see. Did they say yet when this is coming out? I know that I've seen, okay, June 30th. So this will be after Guardians. So yeah, okay, well, I've watched that. That's under my belt. I really don't have much more to say. I've got some other videos that I want to move on to, so I'm going to wrap this up. Later, guys.